Ekiri mu Palamenti ya Uganda kusabira General Museveni okufa okwemirembe afe ave ku bannayuganda bafune essanyu. Essaala eno ereeteddwa omukulu John Baptist Nambeshe bw'abadde ayogera ku pulezidenti wa Namibia eyafiiridde mu Ntebe. N'agamba nti ekyo kirungi nnyo, Mukama naffe singa atujjukira nga bwe yajjukidde ab'e Namibia, naffe wano waliwo agaana okufa mu nnaku ntono nnyo naye tumuviire, atuviire tumuwone, Abannayuganda bafune eddembe. Amaziga n'enkulabiramu aba NRM ne bakuba emiranga woowe amusse. Ayagaliza pulezidenti waffe kufa, ayagaliza pulezidenti wa ggwanga kufa. Sipiika mugamba asirika aveeyo. Sipiika oyo asabidde Museveni essaala ey'okufa. Nambeshe kyogedde mu ngeri alabadaba style, abasajja ne bakaaba amaziga ne bakuba emiranga. Bannaye tugenda kufiirwa Museveni waffe, kinaaba kitanga naye tumufiiriddwa. Abasajja ba Nuupu abo basezi balogo abaagala kutta pulezidenti wa ggwanga. Ekiri eno kitalo butalo. Kankutwale naye weerabireko ng'omukulu John Baptist Nambeshe asabira Museveni essaala ey'okufiira mu Ntebe nga omunnaffe wa Namibia bwe yafudde, ate nti afe mangu nnyo ng'omwaka guno tegunnagwako 2024, bannayuganda basobole okulaba ku pulezidenti omuggya Kyagulanyi ate bafune ne ku ssanyu. Tugenze mu Palamenti.
Followed by Honorable Chon, Dr. Maguzi.
Let me join you to express my heartfelt condolences for the people of Namibia for losing that great leader at the age of 82. Mr. Speaker, I want to salute people and the government of Namibia for the smooth transfer of power of the late president to his vice, just emulating Tanzania anyway, to his vice president, Mbumba. It has been a smooth peaceful transfer from him to the vice president without any rifts. How I wish it would happen in the other countries. Mr. Speaker, most important.
Order, Honorable colleague. Did I hear you, Honorable Nambeshe, saying in other countries? So if a colleague has said in other countries, what's the problem? Okay. But Honorable Nambeshe, maybe what you need to clarify, what you need to clarify is that you're not wishing any president to die. But what you wish is a smooth transfer.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I do not wish anybody, and as a presiding apostle, Mr. Speaker, God fearing that I wouldn't pass judgment for anybody to die prematurely. But a guilty conscience has no accuser, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, most importantly, a lesson we would draw from the demise of
agambye nti a guilty conscience has no accuser. Aba NRM bategedde nti omukulu Nambeshe agamba pulezidenti waabwe nti afe, anti bagambe wali omulema tofunyizangawo ngalo. Ayinza okugamba oli mu mugeegeenya. Kati n'aba NRM olwogedde ku pulezidenti we Namibia yafiiridde mu Ntebe, vice president n'akitwala n'awishinga n'ensi endala nazo Mukama Katonda atutaasa ayambe mangu tutwalire abo abakaddiridde mu Ntebe abalemedde mu buyinza, wabeewo okukyusa obuyinza mu mirembe okuva kw'omu okudda ku mulala, n'enkuwulira aba NRM balokumuka. Oyo ayagaliza pulezidenti waffe kufa. Ulira wano.
Of Namibia's beloved president would be about the PAP healthcare services, particularly the state of the art Cancer Institute in Windhoek. Windhoek is the capital of Namibia. is where this late president and other presidents have been actually hospitalized and sick, have sought superb medical care. It would be a lesson for us, especially as legislators here, who have the cardinal role of appropriation, to think twice about increasing the budget of health, this sector of health, and focus attention on improving our healthcare services, especially in the national hospital, referral hospital, like Mulago, Mr. Speaker, sir. But year in, year out, the budgetary allocations have always been skewed in favor of 3 lion's shares. The lion's share goes to security, defense, and of course, sometimes on infrastructure developments. But for once, we would get to know that life should always be put first. We would rather have our health care services improved than having our own dying in the neighboring countries. I don't want to mention, Mr. Speaker. Otherwise, I thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Lop. I really totally agree with you. We have to focus on the health sector seriously, and that's why Parliament passed here a request where we are going to have a center of excellence, one of the best centers of excellence for cancer in the region. And yesterday, I was watching Professor M, the head of Cancer Institute. He was explaining, saying what we are going to have, it will be like in only 2 countries in the African continent. So we are doing that. Number 2, it might not be, it's not just a matter of having them, it's not sufficient. President has been sick in America. He came back, and they were open about it when they were taking him. They announced to the nation. They went to America to treat the cancer. And after they brought him back to Namibia. So even Namibia, which has good facilities, one day, yeah. But honorable colleagues, please want us to shoot. I had allowed honorable. Yes. Oh, yes. Why in Parliament we deal with things? We don't deal with small things. So anyone who has something small, please, we shall do tomorrow. Today, let's deal with big things. Yes, Honorable Wacho.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, my condolences to people of Namibia. Honorable Speaker, on your communication on Tarasita today, I would like to appreciate what UPDF are doing. On Saturday, I drove from Otuke Kiriangdongo, where I found there was a big, massive claim by our UPDF or the soldier. Then my colleagues and other speaker, my main concern would be how we step in, continue our country to continue with general cleaning, because when you look at the whole environment, it's up the plastic bags, all kind of stuff. So my appeal, Honorable Speaker, I think this is where the country would step in to let the general cleaning, which UPDF they introduce, we should continue on a weekly basis as other country do. I think this would really make this country remain great. Thank you.
Thank you. That's for note and very important. Honorable Tamaguzi.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, members have appreciated the speed which the President used to assent to the various bills you've read, but are much concerned and want to know what happened to the minimum wage bill. Where did it die from? Because members who represent are always asking about the minimum wage bill. Where did it die from? Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. If for clarity, did we process it here?
Yeah, in one of the sittings, you had promised that it will be processed and you'd report to the House sooner. But we have waited up to now, nothing is happening. We're getting a lot of pressure from the people we are representing.
It's me who promised?
Yes, Right Honorable Speaker.
It needs resuscitation. It is not yet dead.
Thank you. Sometimes tap into the wisdom of my brother Jonathan Odur from campus days. He's been an encyclopedia on some few issues. So, yeah, no, I'll go back. I cross check. Thank you for that reminder. We go back and I cross check. Yes, I had Honorable Rumu. Present your small matter.
Incidentally, it is not very small, Mr. Speaker. As you are communicating, you talked to Honorable Chemaswet, having deserted, but also you back and clear the issues. Mr. Speaker, I'm having pressures with the veterans who in the army and left honorably. These people are supposed to be paid, but now they are saying they may actually bring it, if I'm allowed to do so, that for last 2 years, they have not been getting the benefits which actually they are supposed to get. I need clarification on that. If they are not getting, why are they not getting what belongs to information?
No, and please, no, not on such a matters. Someone is going on. Can we cross check our phones? I need peace here. Okay. Yes. Honorable Rumu should come in as a substantive matter, not a matter just reacting to a communication. So I would request that you capture it well and refer it to the Prime Minister to find the issue should handle on Thursday, because either they are being paid or not, and they explain. Okay. Now, honorable colleagues, let me pick a lady, and then I had allowed honorable.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, my condolences too to the people of Namibia upon a loss of a president who championed the women's cause during his leadership. Right Honorable Speaker, Namibia, during the audit, the general audit that is conducted, was ranked 12th in the world among the countries with the highest representation of women in parliament. We need to commend him for that, a legacy that he has left, even, respecting their constitution and not trying to amend it to seek a third term. Actually, the successor who has been chosen to run for president in the November elections is actually a lady. And Namibia, hopefully, if this lady goes through, we'll have a lady president first time. We need to thank him for that. Right Honorable Speaker. Right on talking about Namibia. Right Honorable Speaker, as I conclude, Honorable Speaker, one thing that I also commended the people of Namibia for, and this is something I have been trying to, so that we propose amendments, Right Honorable Speaker. Waiting for the Constitutional Review Commission, it is not coming. If a chairman LC5 dies now, for heaven's sake, or died in the year 2025, we shall still hold elections. How I wish we can amend our rules so that if we are close to the next elections and God picks his person and takes maybe a chairman LC5 or whoever, No, not a member of parliament, because we don't have vice chairpersons. How I wish that that person takes over the seat so that we don't waste the taxpayers' money running around into an election. Chairman, this is something that, Right Honorable Speaker, how I pray that you are
ne muwulira omupiira parliament gwekuba nti tuddemu tukyuse ssemateeka w'eggwanga Uganda ku bakulembeze ab'emitendera egy'enjawulo ne baleeta ekizampo oba ekyokulabirako ekya ssentebe wa LC ey'okutaano nti singa ssentebe afa then omumyuka we atekinge over tuleme kuddamu kulonda. Agambye bassentebe ba LC ey'okutaano oba whoever bano baboyi bakiraba nti General Museveni emyaka gyatuuseemu gyakufa anytime. Olidde bwe yeesoose okwebaza nti yeebaza president okubanga yalonda omumyuka we nga mukyala, kati bw'afudde omumyuka we atekinze over nga president w'eggwanga eryo. Mbunno kyasanyu nnyo kya muwendo bw'amaze okwebaza ekyo okulonda omukyala nti Africa inafuna president omukyala omulala najja atuleetera singa omukulembeze afa tuteekewo nti omumyuka we taking over automatically. Bano bali mu kwabiza Museveni mu lumbe.
allow some of those motions that are pending in your office so that we make these amendments. It is wrong for a chairman LC5 to die, and government has to spend billions to replace that chairperson. So it would be better if a person dies during the 5-year term, chairperson takes over so that we move on. This is that I pray. Let's have amendments for the good of this country. Thank you.
Yeah, Honorable Sarah, I really pick your mind. Honorable Attorney General, when are we receiving constitutional, the proposed? We don't know by the if they are there, whether we are forcing them on you, whether you have any plan. Can you give us some update, Attorney General?
Thank you, Regional. One, if I understood my sister Sarah clearly, she's saying that there should be a time where the deputy takes over and there is no need for by-election. Our law is clear. If, let me use the word principle figuratively, if the principle passes on, let's say the chairperson LOC5, if it's within 6 months general elections, you do not have a by-election. But anything below that, the law requires a by-election. Be that as it may, if I may respond to what the Regional Speaker is questioning, there is a conversation with Steve. When the time is right, we shall come to you. Thank you.
Why I raised the Attorney General is the dilemma we find ourselves in as presiding officers. Members are entitled to bringing private members' bills. And the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs requested that let them be consolidated into one bill which the government is working on. Now the issue is, if we say at the convenient time, then
Right Honorable Speaker, a Constitutional Review Commission, when it is formed, required to go around the country and collect people's views to see what we need to add, subtract, improve to our constitution, some of which may require a referendum, all of which requires a. Like I said, there is a conversation ongoing, and I do understand that colleagues have issues they would want to introduce. My request is to the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, even with the Law Commission, even Parliament itself, we continue to collect people's views when they are sent to us. When they are sent to us, we collect them, but we also encourage them to be patient, that when a review commission is put in place, they can be called upon to come and present their views.
Thank you.
It's just a matter.
Thank you. Attorney General, I'll be glad next time where the conversation is taking place, we join you But we join the conversation. But we are going to have a further engagement about this, especially with regard to several motions that we for private members' bills. Because unfortunately, on our side, the rules don't allow us to have a conversation in terms as presiding officers. So, but we wanted to move in a more harmonized manner. Honorable Court Boniface.
Ne mwe ekiri mu parliament mukiwulira abasajja batandise okuwunyiriza okufa kwa General Kaguta Museveni. Oli agambye Anthony General mbuyeta ajja kukyogera nti singa omukulembeze afa mbwayagala baleme mukwata bubi batekewo ebya Museveni. N'agamba let's say principle let's say principle dies. Katonda yebale nnyo, Katonda yebale nja kumwebazanga emirembe gyonna, nja kumwebazanga obuteddiza. Okuwangala kuno kutulabisa ebinene. Olunaku mbadde simanyi noba ndirulabako Palamenti ng'eri mu kuteesa ku nfa ya Museveni nti bw'afa Anamudira mbuyinza alina kuddamu atya. Oba mwetegereza nsaba netuwayo details ku nsonga ezimu bezitezibeera mu Parliament. Bino ebintu batandise okuteesateesa bwebiti muyinza obitwala ng'ebyolusaago naye nga bali mu kupevinga we bakiraba nti omusajja agenda kufa. Kati olidde baagala kuleeta ennongoosereza mu tteeka eryo. Singa omukulembeze afa omumyuka wa taking over directly bwe giba mbu myezi 6 ticket card bwe ligamba bwe giba myezi 6 omumyuka taking over n'amalayo ekisanja. Bwe guba bwadde gukyaliyo omwaka oba myaka 2 oba 3 awo badda mu by elections okulonda omukulembeze omulala. Kati bagenda kukireeta nga bakyetera kuba principal bakulembeza bali mu kuwa example ku bakulembeze oba basentebe ba LC eyokutaano oba basentebe b'amagombolola byonna. Naye nga main issue eri ku presidency. Main issue ng'eri ku presidency. Mwandiraba very soon nga waliwo ebikyuse. Pamala okukyusa ssemateeka mulabe nga Museveni afudde mutabani we vice president. Museveni afe mu nnaku ezi forbid akyogerako si yakireeta. Ne in case nga kibaawo singa situwetegereza bintu bino Museveni n'amala afa nga ali ku ntebe bwe papa nga omwana we nga ye vice president bwe papa ng'ekintu akikutte akyambadde. Ebintu bino tubyetegereze nnyo n'amaaso gaffe nnyo. Balina kye bali mu kufumba. Balina ekiri mu kufumbibwa. John Baptist Nambeshe yabadde asanyuse n'agamba Mukama atutaaseeko ne ku bakulembeze abalala takitegedde nti abasajja ate balinayo etteeke. Baleese etteeke lyabwe nti singa omukulembeze afa omumyuka wa taking over. Kinene ekiri awo oyinza ogamba ayinza okuba nga omukyala gundi abadde omumyuka we ayinza okuba gundi abadde omumyuka we n'asigala nga president. Maama tomanya ani gwe bagenda kufuula mumyuka wa president olunaku olw'enkya. You don't know. Waliwo ekifaananyi ekitambula ekya General Museveni nga faanana getemu jjajjaffe era ng'omulaba emyaka gye gyabwa jjajja oba wadde awandiika ddaame simanyi naye nga kikulaga nti essaawa yonna emyaka gimuweddeko emyaka gimuwubidde kati takyalina kyayinza kugamba nsi takyalinayo budde era egyo emyaka gyatusemu bajjajja babanja basinga mwe bafiiridde bajjajja bafe basinga mwe bafiiridde ayongerako omwaka gumu oba myezi bwe gityo oba nti jjajja yatemyedde ekaganga. Kati General Museveni emyaka gyalimu gyakuwuuba kaleka gyakufa emyaka gyalimu General Museveni. Kati Parliament bino byetandise bwe nga mwetegereza balaka batandise okubunyiriza nti oba muzeeyi wafuna n'atera okugenda kwegyo emyaka egy'obukadde asatu kwama egyo emyaka muba mulinda kimu kufa batakyalinayo kirala kyonna nti oba agenda kukuba mbaga wabula muba mulinda kimu nti jjajja waffe Mukama bw'anaabanga amututte amutwale mu mirembe aleme kumulumya nnyo. Kati gye emyaka gya General Museveni mwali. So Parliament bwetandika ebiboozibozi nga bino nze neekengera waliwo bagambye nti General Museveni alina ekirwadde eky'olukonvuba kyandimutwala essaawa yonna tuyinza okuba tuli awo nga General Museveni waliwo ekirwadde ekinene, ekirwadde ekikusike kye tutamanyi ffe kye batukwese, naye nga bba waliwo abamukko abali mu Palamenti abakimanyi oba basomoloddeko bannaabwe ku kirwadde. Kati nga batandise players zaabwe ndowooza oziwulira musinga omukulembeze afiira mu ntebe. Sooka owulire ggwe.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, on Thursday, with your usual eloquence and leadership, you directed the Minister for Works Transport to come to this house today and give or reassure the country that the bridge, the Mpondo Bridge, is more or less an international bridge given its economic position. Mr. Speaker, sir, I've scanned today's paper, specifically item 3, 1, and 2. I don't know whether the omission is from the clerk's table or the minister. Mr. Speaker, so my procedure issue would indeed to be procedurally and correct, Mr. Speaker, for the minister to wrap in that item, given the fact that you gave clear and precise instructions on Thursday. Much appreciated, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable. That's what I'm expecting the minister to do when he's presenting his statements, because I didn't make it stand on its own as a substitute item. Yeah, we wanted for him. It was meant about a commitment. So I hope the minister is going to give us an update on it once he's handling the statements. So, Honorable Court Boniface.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
On matters of national importance, Honorable colleague.
Right Honorable Speaker, in 2021, the Uganda Development Bank launched a credit program targeting SMEs, youth, women-led and women-owned enterprises. Right Honorable Speaker, just like many young people, I'm very concerned about the performance of this special credit, which is targeting the special interest groups.
Bya Parliament ndowooza mubiwulidde nga basaba singa principal afa omukulembeze yenna ku mutendera gwonna basazeewo bamuyite principal nti singa afa ki ekirina okukolebwa. Omumyuka wa taking over automatically ng'ekyabadde Namibia. Kale katubalinde kyonna ekinaasalawo tunaakiwulira naye alwogerako si aluzuukusa. Bayinza okuba nga bali ku General Museveni naye ate nga tannatuusa nga musajja akyalina embavu naye katubasabire kyonna